Discussing about the drug epidemic and just how bad it is within our school systems and around our city. So how do you guys think it gets started, and why do you think it's so easy to get addicted to drugs nowadays?
For me personally, I think it's easy to get addicted because in high school, like, people are just very vulnerable when it comes to that kind of stuff, especially with peer pressure. And some people don't even think they're going to get addicted at first, and then they're like, well, like, they get addicted. Like, it's really hard to, like, get rid of that habit, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's also, drug dealers nowadays are being very, I don't know the right word, but they're always acting on top of that vulnerability. They're like, hey, this is something cool to do. This is what your friends are doing. And eventually it just becomes something where the kids are blinded to the actual problem that's happening. And of course they go through those lessons where it's like, oh, you shouldn't do drugs, but then they're also thinking, that's not as, I don't really care. This isn't going to be bad. It's not going to get into a bad situation.
Yeah.
But I mean, people are also born with them. Like,
and
you don't know.
Yeah, and they were talking, like, in the video how, like, kids will start off with marijuana because it's, like, the cool drug to do and everybody does it, but then they don't see themselves getting addicted and having to need it daily, but then it turns into something more.
Yeah, and then you look at the facts, and 361 cases relating to abuse is, like, something I think we need to, like, put a stop to.
Right.
But it's also hard when people are born into, like, families that are using, even if they're not using, their family members are still
affecting
using.
the kids, too.
Yes.
Yeah, if the kid was born with some sort of a disability because the mom was using while she was pregnant, or if it was just because the kids were in a house where they were making or selling or dealing any kind of drug. It's just they're always surrounded by it. So sometimes they don't even know it's a problem because it's just normal. They're like, oh, mom and dad just send this stuff to the people, and they only know that just, okay, I can't go in this room. I'm not allowed to go in there, but they still see it. They're surrounded by it, which isn't really that good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think that's how it's in our community and how it affects children, because even though you hear it affects adults and, their parents, but people don't really see how it affects children and kids, even in the school system.
Right, and there's definitely a need to prevent that and figure out a way to make it better.
Yes.